Good evening guys. Let's give a huge round of applause, everyone. Make your hands together. We have Mr. Bhuwan Chauhan as the Chief of Expansion.
ऑब्वियसली जब हम लोग नॉर्मल लिखते हैं जब बड़े हो जाते हैं बहुत सारे नोट्स लिखते होते हैं तो आपकी वो हैंडराइटिंग चेंज हो जाती है एंड यू जस्ट वांट टू स्क्रिबल इट राइट बट द ओरिजिनल हैंडराइटिंग दैट आई लर्नड दैट I wrote that and that got into my tattoo. So now that I see that, I'm like, that's the exact same cursive handwriting, and it's a better tattoo than I have. That's very impressive. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a post right now.
And I think she rode all the way from.
That is crazy. This is crazy.
So
See,
I went
this
all
is
the way from Bangalore to Belgaum, then he came here. So it's almost 600 to 700 kilometers journey.
See, and then people think that, and then people think that by hating me that it'll like make me something, like I'll react to it. Because people like him, it's like the love that I get is like it's so much more. That all of that, yes, all of that is just like this tiny bit. That's why I keep working hard. And okay. So I was just at my supplement day opening. We're having a great event here, as you guys can see. We have Patmesh, we have all these people who own the store. But the highlight of it is what I wanted to share. So, he traveled all the way from Bangalore. He drove. How much distance is that?
He rode.
650 kilometers he rode on a bike. Yeah, just to meet me today. And has this.
So what would you like to say to our Goan bodybuilders?
Well, I think you guys have the best, this is the best environment to build your bodies. You're by the beach, go to your fasted cardio outside or your post-workout cardio, nighttime cardio by the beach, relax, chill, and then you have great gyms now that are opening. Pratmesh has a gym. I was told there are like 4 or 5, or maybe like around this 5-kilometer radius, there's like tons of gyms, which is great. So you guys are getting more and more new gyms, which is great. And I think talent is all over India. It's just a matter of, I always say, patience and consistency and dedication. You guys have all three, you'll be going places. Just make sure you always have that patience. Take your time, enjoy the journey. The gym is not a place to make a career. The gym is there to help you the rest of your life, to take out, just be in your zone, make progress, and be obsessed with progression, not just with results. Right? So, men's physique is standard is Aaron Banks, who's the Mr. Olympia right now, and he doesn't have round muscles. If you look at him in a t-shirt, you'll be like, he's just like a normal guy. But the moment he takes on a shirt, it's like his back is just wide, good proportions everywhere. But with a t-shirt on, he's just like a regular guy who doesn't even work out. So what that means is like you don't need to be that always pumped 3D.
So what do you think about rahulfitness? He has big biceps. He doesn't fit in men physique. So I don't know why he compared with you. Like why this?
Rahul is a great guy. He he was a bodybuilder, right? A couple years ago, and then he had a leg injury, so he can't be a bodybuilder. So he has very dense muscle. I do believe he has big arms, but he can grow his shoulders to become proportionate, right?
But it's all about how you pose, how you show your body. He has
He's a
good
new
body.
pro. So see, this is the difference. This was my 16th pro show.
Yeah.
I've made the mistakes. I've learned from them. 16 pro shows means for me, when I go into a pro show, it's just another day, right? So when I pose, it's just another day.
Yeah.
But when I was new, I also had like those moments where
So
I
I know your journey from starting. I followed you
Yes.
when you started competing in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm your biggest fan. So
Oh,
that's
thank
why
you so much.
I came from KPM. Like it's too far.
Thank you so
Just
much.
to meet you, I saw your story.
Thank you so much. I
And I came
appreciate
to
it.
meet you.
So I think my answer is the same thing, right? Like he's a great guy, he's a new pro. Of course, I'm sure. I think right now he is the second best in India, and he will go to the Olympia. I'm 100% sure too. Just has to work on some weaknesses, which is like shoulders and arm ratio and posing. And I'm always there to help him on everything. So I think it's just a matter of time when you have just how Brazil, as I always like to give that example. Brazil started with just one guy, and then now there's like 8 men's physique guys in the Mr. Olympia out of 70 guys, and Brazil has 8, right? So we will have like that too. Like where India has bigger population than Brazil, more talent. So we instead of 8, we're gonna have 15 out of the 70 guys in the Olympia. Now think about it. In 5 years, if we have 15 guys from India going, then it's all this hate, all this stuff will kind of like end, right? So then you already know there are only 15 guys. Right now that hate is more because there's only one. It's easy to target one, but then you can't target 15, right? So I hope people watch the video, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure like by the next year we'll have at least one more, and hopefully every year we'll have 2, 3, 4 more, and some of you guys can make it there too.
Yes. So what's your answer to the haters?
I just said it, right? Like it doesn't matter. The answer to the haters is sixth win
16.
and 4th Olympiad. Okay, when they can match that, we can talk about it.
Okay.
So better. So I think the problem is the education of that nutrition and the training. So here, nutrition is just so basic that people okay, just chicken breast, eat chicken breast, chicken breast, chicken breast. Or vegetarian, they don't have. Yeah, like chickpeas is vegetarian protein source. It's not a protein source. It's a carbohydrate source. So that knowledge is the problem, and the ones who are educated, I feel like are not getting enough recognition because in India, fitness industry is based out of like small business. You go to a gym, a trainer will tell you something, you just blindly follow it. Why not trust only few, maybe 50 or 60 people around the country that you know are educated, that know everything about nutrition, that have done degrees on nutrition as a nutritionist, have spent 30 years as a competitor, 25 years, and they don't just tell you to take 20 grams of walnuts. They know like, okay, what's the micronutrient? Why should you eat walnuts? What your digestion is on rice? What your digestion is on roti? If you don't digest it well, don't eat it. It's a lot more diverse than just eating chicken and rice or oats and milk or like the way the trainers make plans here. That's the difference. And I think it's slowly getting better, but it's still not there because of that lack of awareness.
That's where India is lacking.
That's the thing with the micronutrients, the macronutrients, the amount of time. Another thing is that the time, the everybody wants to, in India, everybody just wants to just become men's physique pro in 2 years of training.
2 years
But
of
if you
training.
see, like, why don't we have any bodybuilders that win a pro card or a pro qualifier? I mean, it's easy to target me at the show because I was in men's physique, right? It's the most popular category. But why is nobody talking about open bodybuilding?
Classic.
Why is nobody talking about that? We had 0 people winning a pro card and 0 people coming top 3 in any other category. Why is that? It's because men's physique doesn't have as much size requirement, so you don't spend as much time. But if you were really dedicated to bodybuilding, then you would build a 280-pound guy here who will go there, win a pro card, and go to the Olympia. That takes time. That takes micronutrients. That takes a lot more than just supplementation. That takes actual nutrition and training. That's the problem. And another aspect is obviously that we tend to think of fitness as a means of career, that you're going to make money by going to the gym and you'll get sponsored by brands and you live a great life. But that's not how it works. You need a really good career and do fitness on the side so that fuels your...
Like a passion and profession.
Yes,
has to be
it's
different.
like profession because it's a very, these supplements are not cheap. The food is not cheap. The proper guidance from a good coach is not cheap. All of that requires money. Where is it going to come from? From a good career. Where is a good career going to come from? From education, from your, how you spend the time after your high school, like 12th kebab, right? So I think that's the difference. When people there, they manage fitness even at the top level, aside from their profession. Top Olympians, I know most of them, I'm friends with them. You guys don't know this because nobody really tries to, nobody posts about this on Instagram, but 90% of them have regular jobs. They go to Olympia for passion, not because they can make money out of Olympia. Here I think what the problem is.
For us,
We're looking
it's opposite.
We're looking at it, like we're looking at a pro card as a means of making money.
Yeah.
We're looking at Olympia as a means of making money. You can, yes, there is a chance that you can, but it shouldn't be your motivation.
Cannot be a career.
Yes, like it could become, which is great if it does. If it doesn't, you should still be happy because you're getting to compete. That's the difference there. People compete as a side of their profession. They're working the 9-to-5 jobs, they go to the gym twice a day, and that's their life. And they love just doing that. Here it's like you say that to someone and it's like, oh, it's so hard. It's how can I balance going to work and doing a competition? You know, I need to like get my pro card and just get sponsorships. So
That's the difference.
criticism and positive compliments in a very neutral way when you've been through the whole journey. So basically, when you're at the bottom and people are really complimenting you, you can really get to your head that okay, like I really am something, and you know people love me. But that's the funny part that when you start depending on others' opinion about yourself, you will take things to heart. So when people say something very good about me and I start taking it to my heart, I will also start taking to my heart when people say something very negative. So what I've developed over the years, and I've gone through my whole journey of criticism and favoritism and positive and negative, that now it's very like it's indifferent. Like I'm very indifferent to this. So they can criticize all they want, but it will not penetrate my subconscious or my mind because I know my reason for competing is because I love it. I'm not doing it so that people can like me or people will love me or I will I will win so that I can get a lot of sponsorships and all of that. No, I do it because I love it. The day I stop loving it, I won't do it. There's so many other things in life I can do, right? So with this criticism, when you start thinking like that, it doesn't affect you. The positive stuff, of course, I love my supporters and people that who write all the positive stuff, but I never let it get to my head or to my heart. Because the day I start letting it get to my heart that, oh, you're so great, you're so do well, will also be the day that this negative stuff will affect me. So, yeah, it does not bother me, it does not affect me, and I just compete and do the stuff knowing that I can lose or I can win. It's a subjective sport. You just have to keep going and you just have to bring your best and you have to do it because you love it.
Okay. Two questions in Hindi. Beside fitness, आपका कोई और पैशन है जिसने आपने ट्राई किया है या करना चाहते हो?
मेरा पैशन बहुत सारे रहे हैं बचपन से. As I said, cricket was my biggest passion.